If it is true, record everything which he says and give it to me. And he said there is nothing. Hey, you'll see.
Il a mis la justement, et puis il pose des questions. Oui, chérie. L'autre là, il a comme un bois. Oh, c'est pas un bois, un gros bois, comme un hippopotame même.
So he put the record on, and he went to the husband and began asking. He said the other one is a big wood. Yes, it's a big wood. She's lazy. Yes, she's lazy. She doesn't know how to wash herself behind on her sex. Yes, she does not know how to. She said very horrible words. And she went to play it. Directly, he took the record and went to the mister. And he said, hey, today your life is done. Today you're going to die. She said. And he said, oh dear, please, I plead you. And she said, today you're going to go away. The man was on his knees crying, no. And she said, before dying, I want to tell you something also. Do you know? I also do not love you. It's because of your money that I'm here. Otherwise, your face is as the monkey, bottom monkey. And you make love as a rooster and a monkey.
Mais tu as oublié de dire quelque chose.
And you forgot something else.
Le jour que tu partages les proches que tu te donnes là, c'est un beau gosse, Rastama qui vient, il me compte bien dur.
And when you share these three eggs to me,
when elle croyait qu'elle va tout dire puis il va le tuer.
And there is a Rastaman who comes on that day and he knocks me very hard. She thought by speaking that she might be. She thought by speaking she might kill the person. And the master said, if it's so, then it is 0-0. You forgive me and I forgive you. And he said, no, you're gonna die. And before dying, you need to sign this paper that this house belongs to me and my children. If you do not do it, I'm gonna break this egg. There are certain men on which we do not do this to. Most of all, me. What do you know? Do you know what we call, singing and singing? They do not know anything. If you do not, I'm going to break it. You need to break it. And that is why she took it and broke it. And that is what the man appreciated it. Clapping his hands. I myself knew you were so take your baggage and leave. And that is why the man himself took the baggages and kicked her out. Yes. Because when things are told to you, you need to verify first. Because not only one person speaks. Before somebody speaking, somebody else would have said something. So she broke the egg. As a woman, her husband, she pretended to put something under the sofa. And she said, hey dear, it's somebody's head who I cut off and I put under this sofa, in order to give us riches, make us wealthy. She said, it is true? And he said, yes. And she said, yes, of course, I love you. How can I say it? And he said, and he said, I love you because I'm telling you my secrets. It is my secrets. I will never tell it to anybody else. The day she was told this, and the morning she said, I want $1 million. And he said, 1 million? What? How is that possible? And then she said, hey, do not make me one day that I might go to the policeman and betray you, hey? He said, 1 million is too much. And he said, as a result, do my dowry today.
C'est toi qui m'as pas. Si tu allais dire les policiers qui ont bien m'attrapé, c'est fini pour moi. Quand on m'attrape, je vais mourir en prison 40 ans, 50 ans. Parce que j'ai coupé la tête des petits, plus de 8 là-bas.
And he said, hey, do not do this. Stop singing, because if you go to the policeman and you betray me over there, they're gonna take me and put into prison either 40 years or 50 years, because these heads, they're heads of children which I cut off, either 8 children like that. When she asked money, the man said, tomorrow. One day she said, hey, today you're gonna take it out.
commissaires dans la maison de son mari.
And she went and took all the journalists and commissioners into the house
Et
against
dit,
her
moi, je suis
husband.
enfant de Dieu.
And said, I am a child of
Je
God.
ne peux pas vivre avec un criminel comme toi.
I cannot live with a criminal like you.
Aujourd'hui, là, tu vas payer tes actes
Today you're going to pay for your acts
devant la justice.
before the justice system.
Ouvrez ce fauteuil, vous allez voir.
Mister, lift up this
Le
sofa, you're going to
monsieur
see.
dit, non, c'est mon fauteuil. Quelle autorisation vous avez? C'est ma maison.
And the man, he pretends as if there's something under there.
Il a compris que vous jetez là-bas.
And the man pretends as if there's something under there. He says, no, this is my sofa. This is my sofa. Stop it.
Quand on a pris le fauteuil, là, c'est les choses de cette dot que le monsieur a mis là-bas.
And then when the man was taken out away from the sofa and the sofa was lifted up, it was the diary. Everything which concerns diary which the man put there.
Et le commissaire dit, où est la tête?
And the commissioner asked, where's the head?
A demandé, c'est lui qui a dit la tête. Demandez-lui à vous montrer là, il y a la tête.
And the man said, ask her. She's going
Il
to tell you
dit,
where
il
the
a
head is.
enterré. Ils ont creusé, il y a rien.
And she said, he buried it. They digged up, they saw nothing.
C'est ma femme. C'est ma femme.
And he said, it is my wife.
Je la prends de se maîtriser, de fermer sa bouche, mais elle ne ferme jamais sa bouche.
I was teaching her in order to close her mouth, control her mouth,
Là,
but she doesn't want to do
elle m'a
it.
dit que vous allez m'attraper, c'est ça. Maintenant, quand lui-même a dit ça, je ne vais plus lui donner, je vais lui donner une autre qui est meilleure que lui. Le monsieur l'a chassé un jour.
And the man said, because today she said she was going to kick me out and take me
Le
and
monsieur
send
l'a
me to prison.
chassé.
As a result of this, the man kicked her out.
Regardez. Il dit, ah, chérie, tu devais me dire, ah, si je te disais c'est comme ça, tu vas passer à tout le monde.
That is what the wife said, you should have told me, my dear. If I would have told you, you would have went again and say it to everyone.
Le méchant prend la fuite sans qu'on le poursuive.
The wicked flee without being pursued.
Le méchant prend la fuite.
The wicked flee.
Le méchant prend la fuite quand on ne le poursuit pas.
The wicked flee without being pursued.
Les méchants, quand ils ont de mauvaises pensées dans leur tête là, ils font des passeports pour fuir en cachette là, quand on ne le poursuit pas.
The evil, they make plans, passports in their head in order to flee when they're not being chased.
C'est des méchants.
They're the wicked, the evil.
La dame là, on l'a chassée.
The woman was kicked out.
Le juste.
The just.
Le juste.
The just.
Le juste est de l'assurance comme un jeune lion.
The just has assurance and confidence as a young lion.
Le juste est de l'assurance comme un jeune lion.
The just has confidence and assurance as a young lion.
Ouais.
Yes.
La dame, là, le monsieur l'a chassée.
The woman was kicked by the man.
Jusqu'à amener les commissaires, les journalistes chez moi à la maison.
All the way until bringing the journalists and commissioners
Voici
all the way to my house.
Voici les vérités.
Here's the proof, the evidence, the
Le
truth.
monsieur l'a mis dans le trois bougnonou, il a mis jusqu'à dans son village, chez son papa. Il n'a qu'à faire gari un peu.
And the man took the woman and put him in a tricycle all the way to her village.
C'est quel homme qui va te prendre toi?
What man's gonna take you, accept you?
Ah,
Which man?
il y a des femmes,
There are women.
ils ont vu leur mari.
They saw their husband.
En prenant de lui comme ça, il les a attrapés.
They caught them, doing love, making love.
Mais ils n'ont rien dit.
But they said nothing.
Ils ont gardé silence.
They kept silence.
Le monsieur lui-même est dérangé jusqu'à là, c'était Dieu.
The man was so bothered even to accepting God.
Il est dérangé jusqu'à... Il a un jour dit, tu ne dis rien. Dis quelque chose. Il dit, qu'est-ce que tu veux dire? Quand tu fais quelque chose, tu m'as dit, je dis quoi?
He was bothered. He was bothered all the
À cause du
way.
silence de cette dame, le monsieur l'a suivi, abandonné, sorti dans le sel, sorti dans tout mauvais problème à cause du silence de cette dame.
He was so bothered, seeing that the wife did not say anything because of her silence. He left everything which he used to do and became a Christian.
Et le monsieur est devenu chrétien aujourd'hui.
And the man became Christian today.
Zélé plus que la dame.
Zealous more than the woman
À cause de son silence.
because of her
À
silence.
cause du secret qu'il connaît de son mari, là, qui a des silence.
Because of the secret she knew about her husband, but she kept silent.
À Côte d'Ivoire.
The testimony of
Vous avez vu comment
Mrs. Watawa from
son mari
Ivory
amène
Coast.
des pommes parce que sa femme ne peut pas enfant. Son mari amène des pommes dans la maison.
Her husband would take, wives into the house.
Il couche avec les femmes.
And he sleeps with his wives.
Et les femmes demandent, celle-là, c'est qui? Il dit non, c'est ma servante.
And the wives and these people they ask, who is this person? And they say it is his servant.
Ah, servante.
They say, servant,
viens prendre mes slips.
come take my underwears.
Et puis elle va prendre. Va laver.
And she goes and takes them. Go wash.
Et c'était un musulman.
And she was a Muslim.
Elle lave.
She was washing it.
Elle va préparer.
Go prepare.
Elle prépare.
She goes and prepares.
Mais elle ne dit pas un mot à personne.
But she never says anything to a
Mais
man.
elle pleure toujours Dieu. Parce qu'il n'est pas ce qu'on doit avoir pour avoir un enfant. Autorise, elle n'a pas ça.
But she cries and laments every single day to God. She says, God, because she does not have a uterus, which she needs in order to give
Le
birth.
monsieur, moi, c'est là que je veux. C'est tout.
The man said, I only need, children. That's all I want.
Elle n'avait
Period.
dit ni un mot, ni papa de l'homme, ni un mot de maman de son mari, ni leur famille, ni un mot à personne.
But she never said not a word to anybody, either to the father, to the husband's parents, or to her parents. She never said anything.
Encore.
And the man slaps her.
Le monsieur le chasse.
The man kicks her
Toi,
out.
tu m'écoutes.
You are listening
Toi,
to
tu
me.
peux voir ton mari avec une autre femme.
Can you see your husband with another woman on bed?
Et puis, on va te dire de venir prendre slip de la dame.
And worse, you're told to go get
Et
the
laver
underwear
ça.
of that woman
Et
to
elle
wash
va
it
préparer.
and go and prepare.
Elle va vous poisonner, vous deux, là, puis vous mourir là. Elle va mettre kicker dedans, là, puis c'est bon voyage pour vous.
She would go and poison the food, put in mouth and pesticides, mouth killer,
Et puis vous mourrez.
and you would die.
Ah, Dieu prépare que vous allez manger. Je suis servante vraiment.
I'm going to prepare so you might eat. Okay, I'm
Elle
truly
va
a
montrer
servant.
ce caractère de servante. Vous allez voir son pouvoir de servante. Vous allez voir.
She's going to show her power of being a servant.
Dans 2 minutes, vous allez voir comment vous allez voir la mort. Il va vous dire, soyez les bienvenus.
In 2 minutes, you're going to see how fast you're going to reach,
Elle
see
n'a pas
death.
l'idée là même dans sa tête.
However, she did not have this
Comment
idea
le
in her head.
monsieur
The way
Madame
the
Ouattara, il
husband,
faut attendre ce témoignage.
the way the husband mistreated her. Have you
Reste
ever
dans
listened to this
sa
testimony?
maison, sinon, dans son obéissance, Jésus s'est béni. Jésus s'est montré à cette dame.
Mrs. Ouattara, in her silence and in her, obedience, Jesus came and showed
La dame a
himself
fait
to
des
her.
travaux jusqu'à la fait 15.
Ouattara afterwards, Madame Ouattara, she did more than 15 children.
Ils ont vu une main dans son ventre, les bébés sont dans le ventre, dans la mer.
They saw in her stomach, in her womb, that there was a hand.
Regardez une femme musulmane.
Look at a
Le
woman.
jour où les musulmans vont connaître la vérité, vont venir à Jésus, vont vous dépasser parce que, ils prient 5 fois par jour. Les femmes aujourd'hui, là, ils vont parler par tous les guettes. Même pour lire la Bible, Bible à part. C'est dimanche seulement, il sait qu'il y a Bible.
Muslim people, when they're going to come and believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, they're going to surpass you all. Because first of all, they pray, 5 times a day. If it's reading Bible, it is nothing. It is very simple for them.
Mais bien aimé,
My beloved,
quand tu es une femme qui parle beaucoup,
when you're a woman who speaks a lot,
tu vas mentir parce que quand tu parles beaucoup, tu es excité. Tu vas mentir. Les gens qui parlent beaucoup, qui font mieux aux gens là, ils cherchent des arguments. Quand il n'y a pas des arguments, ils vont mentir pour faire plaire aux gens.
you're going to lie because when you speak a lot, you lack words and you begin seeking things which are interesting in order to make people laugh. And as a result, you lie.
Aujourd'hui, maintenant, Ouattara avec son mari, regarde comment ils sont populaires. Ils ont tout, Dieu les a bénis.
Today, Mrs. Ouattara, look at him and his husband. They have everything because God blessed them. They're popular.
Si tu étais là-bas,
If you were
le
there,
monsieur change les femmes chaque jour. Il change les femmes chaque jour. Dans notre lit,
the master changes women every single day, on the same bed.
tu peux supporter.
Can you
Tu as
bear
le
it?
cœur.
Do you have the heart?
Mais regarde comment elle est devenue aujourd'hui.
But look at the way she became today. God blessed
Et
her.
le monsieur ne peut plus aller nulle part.
And the man cannot go anywhere else.
15 enfants.
15 children?
Quoi?
What?
Ça, c'est Dieu qui fait ça.
It is God who does that.
C'est Dieu qui fait ça.
It is God who does that.
Toi,
You
tu n'as plus de secret.
have no longer any secrets.
Tu n'as pas de secret.
You have no secrets.
Tu n'as pas de secret.
You do not have any
Tu
secrets.
ne peux pas protéger ton mari.
You can never protect your
La
husband.
personne que tu dis que tu aimes.
The person you say you love.
Tu dis tout.
You say everything.
Tu vas venir lui faire.
Do you think he's stupid?
S'il va te punir là,
What he's going to punish you?
ce qu'il va faire pour te punir là,
What he's going to do to punish you?
toi, tu vas chercher la mort.
Yourself, you're going to seek
Lui,
death.
il ne va pas prendre un bâton pour te taper.
He's not going to take a
Ce
stick
qu'il
to
va
beat
faire
you.
pour te punir là.
What he's going to do to punish you? Oh,
Mais tu vas dire c'est bon.
yourself you're going to say, it is enough.
Regardez, monsieur,
Look, a man
avec sa femme qu'elle aime.
with his wife
Le
which he
roi veut
loves.
savoir que la femme et l'homme là, qui a les deux là?
The king wants to know between the wife and the husband,
C'est la
which
femme
one
qui aime
between
le
the
monsieur
two
ou bien c'est le monsieur qui aime la femme plus.
loves the other the most.
Les gens peuvent mais ils n'ont pas trouvé.
People did, but did not find.
Un jour, le roi dit, moi je veux savoir.
One day the king said he
Le
wanted
roi
to
appelait
know.
le monsieur.
The king called the man.
Il l'a offert, il dit, regardez les richesses.
He offered him riches and wealth.
Premier, tu l'as montré les richesses, les maisons, argent, tout. Le monsieur dit non.
He showed him riches,
Il
money,
veut la tête de sa part.
houses, and the man said no.
Elle n'a qu'à l'amener la tête de sa part. Et il a montré différentes femmes, les fées, les ronds, les seins qui sortent comme des mangues, bien des choses jolies. Elle a dit, je ne veux personne pas Dieu.
The king said, I want your wife's head. And he showed him all of different types of women with different type of bodies. When you see their breasts, it says, mangoes. When you see their hip, it's very big. But he declined and said no.
Le roi a montré des différentes étapes et départements jusqu'à 7.
The king showed him different formologies of women all the way until 7.
Le monsieur a dit, c'est la tête de ma femme, coupez ma tête.
And the man said, if it's honestly my wife's
Et
head,
le monsieur
cut my
a
own
dit,
head.
dit là, il faut aller à la maison mère, promets-moi, ça c'est un secret entre toi et moi. Le diable.
And the king said, okay, that is good. Go back home, but know that it's a secret between you and I.
Et dit que comment il va aller dire à sa femme? Et comment ça va le regarder?
And the man said, how can I tell this to my wife?
Le
And how can my
monsieur
wife look at me?
silence.
And the man kept
La
silence.
dame, 2 jours après, on l'appelle la dame.
2 days after, the woman was called.
Les gars, quand il a vu le roi, c'est comme il va manger son caca même.
When he saw the king, it's as if he was about to eat his
Et la
food.
plupart, regarde les femmes, quand ils sont avec leur mari, là, même le respect, il n'y a pas pour le saluer, là, regardez, il appelle son nom comme ça, bam, Kofi, top.
Most part of women, when they're with their husbands, they lack respect. When they're calling them, they just call them
Il
Kofi,
appelle le nom de son carte d'identité.
the father of Kofi.
Viens ici.
Come here.
Comme là,
Come
c'est pas
here.
toi qui appelles, c'est pas comme là qui t'appelle. Tu ne t'appelles pas comme là.
It's not you I'm calling. Are you not called Kamla?
Oh, tu peux pas dire monsieur. Ah, attends, tu es monsieur.
Can you not say Mr.? Oh, you also call the Mr.?
Je t'appelle Martha.
I'm going to call you Mrs.
Mais comment, quand il a dit le roi, regarde comment il fait. Quand le roi l'a montré le premier département, regarde, 7 hommes seulement différents bangala, il dit, ça là c'est bon, hein.
When he saw the king, look what she was doing. And when the king showed her all these different types of men with different types of sexes, when she saw, she was like, wow, this is good.
Le roi dit, il dit c'est bon que lui a amené la tête de son mari.
The woman said, it is good, I'm going to take my
Le
husband's
roi
head.
croyait que le monsieur allait dire ça à sa femme, et puis ils ont fait un complot. Tu sais moquer de lui, quoi.
And the king thought that, when the man went back, he said it to his wife so that they did a conspiracy against the king.
Le roi dit, non, viens, je vais te montrer un peu, il y a encore plus de 6 de bain. Il dit, non, ça, c'est bon, c'est bon. Ah non, je vais plus, ça là, c'est beaucoup. Attends, dans 30 minutes, je vais amener mon mari. Donne-moi un peu, je vais pas, tout là, c'est pour toi. Ah bon, oui, c'est pour toi.
And the king said, wait, do not go yet. I want to show you other things which I have in store for you. She said, no, it is good. It's enough for me. I'm going to go take my husband in 30 minutes.
Il allait acheter du Viagra. Quand il a préparé, il a mis du Viagra dans la pâte. Il a dit, chérie, ouvre la bouche, et puis il a donné. Et le monsieur a bu beaucoup de Viagra. Le monsieur a travaillé jusqu'à dépasser son énergie. Là, le monsieur a fait de ronfler. Là, pour les gens qui ronflent, là, faites attention. Quand vous ronflez, là, faites attention.
That is where she went, and she bought Viagra with the money which she had, and she took the Viagra, she broke it apart, she put it into corn paste, and she took it and gave it to her husband. Hey, husband, here, take, eat a little. That is where the husband ate it and ate it and ate it. He was very powerful. That is where he used up all his energy exceedingly, and then when he was sleeping, he was growling and growling. As a result, you men who growl, be careful.
La dame coupait sa tête.
The woman cut off his head,
Il allait dans le roi.
and she went to give it to the king.
Le monsieur qui lui, il allait garder ce secret que non, comment il va tuer sa femme, qu'il ne peut pas, mais la dame l'a coupé la tête.
The man said he refused categorically to go and cut off, his wife's head. However, the wife did not decline. She accepted.
Les hommes, qui prend les femmes qui ne ferment pas leur bouche. C'est comme ça ils vont couper vos têtes.
As a result, you men who take wives who cannot close their mouth, it is in the same way they're going to cut off your head.
Quand ils parlent toujours qu'ils sont innocents, mais d'ailleurs innocents, ils vont créer problème un autre là. Fais attention à ces gens-là.
When they speak as if they're innocent, but in their innocency, they create problems.
Vous qui croyez aux femmes.
You believe in women.
C'est cet homme seulement là, il a dit, mais le monsieur il a vu plus que 1000 femmes dans les 7 départements, mais il n'a pas regardé, calculé.
The woman only saw 7 men. However, the man did not only see 7 women, but she saw many, many women who were shown to her, but she did not calculate or think about it.
Même lui, elle a coupé la tête de son mari.
However, she cut off her husband's head without any mercy.
Vous tremblez là.
So as a result, you who see women and you begin to tremble. Know how to choose women. Know how to select women. It is the truth.
Parce que je t'aime là qui te dit là, il avait dit à quelqu'un.
Because I love you, which he tells you.
Quand tu es avec lui au lit, il fait comme une folle là. C'est comme si ça avait fait plus à un homme aussi avant.
When he tells you that I love you, he said it to somebody else before. When he goes on bed and does it, he had done it before. When he goes and growls in bed, he had done it before with another. There is nothing new here under the sun. Everything which we're doing has already passed. Every position that you might think you're strong, every position that you think you might be strong inside, somebody else before had already done it, even more powerful. When they do it to you, you become like a mongrel, a crippled person. You yourself can see how you'll be walking. You think that you're strong. And you ask, how do you see my sex? And she says, there's no truth. She's not telling you the truth. There used to be horses. She did not tell you about that. There used to be Rasta men. There used to be Titan men. She forgot. If she had told you everything, you would have died right there. So be careful. Be careful. It's a man who said to a woman. It's a man who said to the mother of nation. If you are to take this woman to get married.
Il y a des gens qui ont dit s'ils vont marier cet homme-là, lui préfère d'aller en enfer. Lui, il ne va pas dire ça. Mais lui, là, cela n'arrivera pas, cela n'aura pas lieu. Lui préfère de rester comme Paul à l'autre de marier cette femme. Comment entre eux, ce que lui a dit, va leur dire, c'est fini. Qu'il peut avoir l'argent qui remplit Togo, lui ne va jamais s'approcher de lui, ni parler avec lui jusqu'à la fin de ses jours.
There's a certain man who said to the mother of nation that he prefers to stay as Paul, being single during his whole entire life and not be married.
Regardez,
look, I already told you this testimony. A woman, you know, her husband who was the director of a bank in Togo. And of course, the job was poetry. He got so much money. And the woman was obliged to sell all that she had. Because the man, you know, he was caught, so they were obliged to sell the cars, their house, everything which she had in order to take out the man from jail. The day his husband was caught, the woman never said that my husband was caught or is in jail. She never said anything, but she said that my husband went, he traveled. When they asked about her husband, she said that he went away, he traveled until he did 4 years in prison. Neither to the mother, to the parents, to the brother, to nobody. Neither to his children. It is her alone who managed this folder, prayer after prayer. She protected her husband. When she prepares and brings her husband, nobody is aware, nobody knows. And God answered the prayer, and the man came out of jail. The man does
C'est elle qui
nothing.
fait tout
It's her who does everything. She goes to the market. She does everything
pour son mari.
for her husband.
Un jour,
One day,
c'était toi.
if it was you,
Oh, si tu dois le voir, mon mari en prison.
oh, my
Si tu dois
husband's
le
in
voir,
jail.
mon mari en prison.
When you see, oh,
Tu vas
my
dire
husband's
tout le
in jail,
monde va compliquer le dossier à ton mari.
you're gonna say to everybody that they complicate your
Le
husband's
gars,
problem.
il a été fait 20 ans.
Instead of 4 years, he's gonna do 20 years.
Parce que tous les gens que tu vas aller qu'on a qu'à t'aider, c'est eux-mêmes qui vont t'enfoncer.
Because to the people who you want to
C'est la
seek
vie là que
aid,
nous vivons aujourd'hui.
it is they themselves who are gonna make
Ne
you
croyez
drown.
pas que quelqu'un se lève. Non, ce n'est pas des souris seulement qu'on t'aime. Hein. Des souris là qu'on peut que tuer.
That is life we're living today. Just because somebody's smiling at you, laughing with you, does not mean that he loves you. With smiles and laughing, they can kill you. She protected her
Jusqu'à
husband
son mari est sorti.
until her husband comes out of
Malgré
jail.
ça, une maison louée
Despite they went to
pour
a
protéger
house
son mari.
which was old.
Mais ce que son mari a fait, c'est un bon travail. Il a fait des choses incroyables, mauvaises, mais il a protégé son mari.
Her husband did many things, horrible things. However, she protected her husband.
Personne au courant.
Nobody was aware.
Le monsieur est sorti.
And the man came out of jail.
Il a dit au monsieur qu'il n'a qu'à l'aéroport. Ils vont venir. Le monsieur, il a bien veste. Il s'en va à l'aéroport.
And he told the man,
Il a pris une voiture taxi, prend son mari dans la voiture. Oh, tu il est dans le France. Le monsieur ne comprenait rien.
and he told the man to go to the airport and to dress very well. And she went and brought many taxis in order to go welcome her husband.
Ah, mon mari est venu de France. Grand-maman, grand-papa, venez. Tout. Ils sont dans la joie, ils vont fêter. Mais ils ne sont pas au courant qu'il a rien en prison.
And she went and called all her family members, her mother, her fathers, her sisters, to say, hey, my husband's coming back. My husband came back from Europe. But the man was not aware.
Je veux le respect que tu as, que tout le monde te donne ce respect. Quand je dirais que tu es en prison, quand le mot prison, tout le monde a peur. Le moment où quelqu'un est en prison, tout le monde te regarde autrement. Là, je ne veux pas qu'on te regarde autrement. Parce que tu es mon héros. Tu es mon Seigneur. Tu es un homme qui tu as changé mon histoire. Avant, je n'ai pas d'enfants. Non, aujourd'hui, j'ai des enfants. Aujourd'hui, mes enfants sont intellectuels. Là, comment je peux dénigrer comme ça? Non, je ne peux pas le faire.
And that is what the man asked, how is this possible? And the woman, responded to her, it's because I don't want your reputation, your respect to be taken away, to be tarnished. You are my hero. You are my Lord.
Où est le chrétien? C'est lui, mais c'est qui fait tout. Il a tout. C'est lui. Toutes les voitures, la dame, sa voiture, les enfants, tout un jour comme ça, tout est fini. Est-ce elle qui va aller au grand marché, le bar à demain, tout. Elle va dire à tout le monde, même dans le radio, elle va demander la main à prêter partout. Mais elle n'a pas.
It was the man who was doing everything. He was providing for the house. He was providing for the food. It was him who was doing everything. And just one single day, all these things were taken away. And it was the woman who had to go to the great market in order to go sell, whether at the man or these different types of vegetables. If it were other people's, they would go on radios in order to speak about this, asking for help and aid and assistance. But no, she did not do this.
Le jour il a dit ça, son mari a pleuré.
The day she told it to her husband cried.
Je ne savais pas que tu m'aimais à ce point.
He said, I did not know you love me so much.
Elle avait les larmes aux yeux.
He had, tears on
Et
his
le
eyes.
respect qu'il avait pour son mari, quand elle a de l'argent, elle a le même respect.
And the respect that she had towards her husband when she had money, it is the same respect that she had
Le
towards
même
him.
respect.
The same respect towards him.
Si c'était toi,
If it was you,
c'est lui qui va aller revenir le monsieur dans sa chambre.
he who went and came back, the man who was in the room. You will see the words which will come out.
Long comme un... Oh, non, t'as dit que chercher travail, non. C'est moi qui t'ai dit les bêtises. Regarde-moi ce bêtise-là. Non.
You're sitting down straight in the room. She's going to come and say, get out of here. Go look for some work. It was I, the one who sent you in prison and got out of there.
Tout le monde était content. Il dit, pourquoi vous vendez vos maisons? Il dit, non, parce que mon mari, l'endroit qu'il est parti, il doit faire le bac mondial. Là, on doit vendre pour que... Tu vois, non.
And everyone was happy, saying, asking, why are you selling your house? Why are you doing all of these things? And the woman was saying, it's because my husband is going to go to the World Bank in order to go work there.
Pendant 4 ans, il a amené beaucoup d'argent. Mais le monsieur ne sort pas parce qu'il n'y a rien. Pour manger là, il ne sort pas, c'est la dame qui va faire tout avant qu'il va manger.
When the man came out of prison, because he did not have any means or any ways, it was the woman who was going.
Asseyez-vous.
It was the woman who was doing all these things.
Le monsieur n'a rien.
The man had nothing.
Le monsieur est devenu comme le chien qui est dans la maison.
The man became as a dog in the house.
Mais la dame ne l'a jamais insulté.
But the woman never insulted her.
La dame l'a respecté.
The woman respected her.
Il le respecte toujours.
And always respect him.
Parce qu'il est son héros.
Because he is her hero.
Son gardien d'ange.
Because he is her guardian angel.
Il est un homme de respect, un homme de valeur.
He's a man of respect, a man of value.
Et c'est un jour.
And one day,
C'est la dame, la soeur est venue à la tête de la dame.
something came into the woman's
La dame a
mind.
pris le bain de son mari, allait à lavage. À sec.
And the woman took the man's
Et puis,
costume,
il a
the suit,
mis-
and
il a
went
acheté
into the washing place.
Les presses.
And he went in order to
Et puis, il
buy
a
all
mis
of
dans
the,
le matelas et mallette.
and he put it in the hanger, on the
Et
hanger,
puis, il a dit son mari.
and he put it on his husband.
Et l'argent de Saint-Denis qui est économique, que la dame a trouvé au marché, il a donné à son mari.
And the money that she had when she was on the gray market, she took all this money to give it to her husband.
Qu'aujourd'hui, on va sortir dans notre pauvreté.
She said, today we're going to get out of our poverty.
Va au port.
Go to the port.
Va à l'endroit où on vend de gros voitures chères.
Go to the place where we buy big cars, very expensive cars.
Tu vas avec des voitures à la maison.
You're going to bring a car back home. Go!
Quand tu vois les voitures, tu ne peux pas discuter.
When you see the cars, do not dispute.
Ne discute pas.
Do not dispute, talk.
Mais dis,
But say,
quand on dit le prix, tu dis, il n'y a pas un autre qui est plus cher que ça.
when they tell the different prices, you ask, are there not bigger prices than
Le
this?
monsieur sait qu'elle s'apprend le respect, elle ne peut pas se moquer de lui, mais elle dit, il va faire ça comme elle dit, parce qu'il connaît celle qui est.
And the man who knows that his wife, respect him, he did not decline, but he went in order to do this.
Dans le malheur, on reconnaît les vrais amis.
In misfortune, that's where we know
Dans
true
le
friends.
problème qu'on reconnaît les vrais.
In problems is where we know the true.
Quand tu es malade, c'est là que tu vas voir la personne qui est prête pour toi.
When you're sick is where you're going to know the person who's ready for you.
Oui.
Yes.
Quand tu n'as pas l'argent, tu es dans la pauvreté, c'est la personne qui vient t'en aide. C'est elle qui t'aime.
When you're in poverty, you do not have any money, the person who comes to your aid is the
Elle a
person who
obéi à sa
loves you.
femme comme son Dieu.
He obeyed to his wife as his God.
Elle est partie.
And he went to the port.
Il est parti.
He went to the port.
Arrivé,
Arrived there.
il a demandé la voiture qui est chère. C'est où?
He asked cars which are very
Il
expensive.
parle. Lui, il a étudié, il parle de gros français.
He went to school. He speaks really good
Le
French.
bonheur qui est venu là.
And they thought, it's a really big man who's come here.
La personne qui a de l'inspiration, beaucoup là, c'est lui qui a arrivé.
When they saw him, they said, this is a person who has money, who has riches.
Directement, cette voiture-là, c'est 200 millions. Mais dans son cas, il a dit, mais là, après que sa femme dit, il ne faut pas serrer la ligne. Il faut demander ce qui est plus cher que ça. Parce que là, ça ne va pas qu'il y a 5 millions dans ma poche. Quand il a payé 200 millions, il ne faut pas me faire ficher.
Directly when you arrived there, he was told that this car is worth 200 million. 200 million? When he saw it, he began doubting a little bit, but he remembered that his wife told him that she did not be scared. He went to the car, tried it, he said, it is good. And he said, are there not any others? And he said, that one I'm going to take. Tell me another one which is more expensive than that. And he was shown others which were more expensive. When he went to take another one which is more expensive, and he said, no, I'm going to buy these two. Directly, an Alaji, a Muslim person, came from Burkina Faso. The cars which were expensive.
Est-ce que quelqu'un a demandé de regarder ce voiture? Il dit non, le monsieur a déjà c'est le papier comme ça. Il est en train de remplir le papier.
And that is where the Alaji came, the Muslim guy came and
said,
and he said, did anybody ask for these two cars? And he said, no, it's that person who bought the two cars.
C'est presse. Presse est dans le mallette. Mais il a rempli les formalités. Et directement, là, il dit, ah, c'est ce voiture-là. Je prends ça. Parce que mon fils, il n'a pas encore parlé.
And that is where, of course, the man, when he had the box, there was not money inside the box, but it was newspaper which was in this box. But when the Alaji person came and he asked, who bought these 2 cars? The man said, it is that person who bought it. And he's right now feeling the papers.
Et puis il dit,
That's what he says.
c'est bon.
It's good.
Là, quand il y a encore de nouveaux voitures comme ça, appelez mon numéro.
When there'll be more cars, tell me, call my number.
Alaji est venu.
Alaji came.
Il a dit, monsieur, j'ai appris que cette voiture, vous avez déjà acheté? Oui.
He said, Mister, I learned that you already bought these 2 cars. He said,
Il
yes.
dit, pardon, viens m'a parler.
He said, forgive me. Come, we're going to speak together. No, come. I want to speak with you a little.
Et puis ils sont allés.
And they went together.
Et puis le monsieur dit,
And the man said,
Alaji, milliardaire, c'est devant le monsieur.
Alaji, he was a billionaire. He went on his knees before the man. And he said, Mister, get up. And he said, no, I plead with you.
Mon fils unique que j'ai, il a le même voiture au travail, il a cassé le voiture. Pour ne pas avoir de problème, on doit le même voiture.
My only son,
Je suis venu, on dit que tu as acheté, mais je t'en prie, ce que je vais faire, je vais te donner l'argent de voiture que tu as déjà acheté, double. Et tu me donnes cette voiture, je vais aller donner à mon fils. Je l'aime, je ne veux pas qu'il aime de problème. S'il meurt, je suis foutu. Ton enfant, toi, c'est à qui m'a envoyé? C'est ma femme aussi que j'ai acheté cette voiture pour lui. Toi, tu dis ton enfant, moi aussi j'ai ma femme. Dans son cœur, il dit c'est vrai ou bien c'est vrai.
My only son, the Alaji said, my only son, he had a car, a work car. And with this car, he went and crashed into it. So I do not want to have any problems as a result. I plead with you, please. Tell me, the price of these 2 cars which you bought for, and I'm going to give you double because I really love my son. I like him. I don't want there to be any problems with him and his workplace. So tell me the price, and I'm going to give you double. And that is when the man, when he heard this, he said, it is true, but hey, my wife was the one who sent me to buy these 2 cars. Do you know who sent me? It is my wife.
Et puis le deuxième voiture, je vais te donner l'argent double.
And he said, the second car also, I'm going to give you money, double.
Monsieur, alors tu m'insultes comme ça. Il dit, non, comment je vais vous insulter? Je me mets à genoux. Je ne vous insulte pas, je vais vous donner le double. C'est moi, il va dire, ça va, mais tu m'insultes.
And the man,
C'est comme ça. Monsieur, là, tu me connais.
And the man said, Alaji, are you insulting me? Are you insulting me trying to buy these 2 cars? Do you know who I am? Do you know me?
Le Alaji a dit, s'il faut, je t'achète tous les voitures ici. Tu me donnes ce voiture.
And the Alaji said, if it is necessary,
tu continues de m'insulter. Mais son cœur est figé comme ça. Dans son cœur, c'est quand il va lever les dés, il va marcher nu pour aller à la maison. Mais il dit que il y a un homme qui allait pour aller le premier.
And the Alaji said, yeah, if it's necessary, I'm ready to buy all the cars which are here and to give it to you. But the man said, are you insulting me? Are you mocking me? But within him, within his heart, he was so happy, he was so joyous, ready to strip off, take off all his clothes and begin walking.
C'est vrai ce que Alaji est en train de dire, ou bien il est en train seulement de me mentir.
Is what Alaji saying? Is that true or is he lying to me? Alaji proved it to
Et
him.
Alaji dit que ce que je dis, c'est entre nous deux, je veux que tu s'entendes.
And Alaji said, what I'm saying, it is between us two. Do not tell anybody else for the respect that I have for you.
Il dit, c'est à cause de Dieu.
And he said, it's because of God, eh?
Si c'est pas à cause de Dieu,
If it's not because of God,
le proposal que tu m'as fait, je ne vais jamais accepter dans ma vie.
the proposal you gave me, I would never accept in my life.
Ils sont rentrés dans la voiture.
They went into the car.
Il a pris son argent.
He took his money.
Il a souri.
He was happy.
Mais il ne sourit pas.
He smiled, but he did not
Il ne
smile.
sait pas qu'il a de l'argent. Il sourit avec sagesse.
He smiled with wisdom to not know that he's not a villager.
Le jour-là, même dans le travail qu'il a fait, il n'a pas l'argent. Là. Partout les années qu'il a fait, il a dit qu'il n'a pas l'argent.
Because, with all the work which he had, he did not have any money.
Ce que le monsieur lui a donné encore pour sa gentillesse, là, qu'il n'a jamais eu ça quand il a travaillé.
What the man gave him, the Alaji gave him, he had never received that since he began working.
Et alors, il a remis son argent, il a acheté d'autres voitures et puis il est parti à la maison.
Alaji gave him money, bought other cars, and then he returned back home.
C'est lui-même qui allait chercher sa femme.
It is himself who
Le jour il est sorti.
The day he went
Il est
out,
sorti une fois de bon.
he went out for
Tout le
good.
monde va le voir maintenant qu'il est revenu de l'Europe.
Everyone can see him that he truly
Il
came
est
from
sorti
Europe.
dans son cage.
He came out from his hiding place
Pour le le respect, pour l'amour, pour le silence, pour le secret de sa femme.
For the love, for the secrets, for the silence of his wife.
Aujourd'hui, ils sont plus riches, milliardaires aujourd'hui.
Now they're more rich millionaires today.
Il a pris toute cette somme-là.
Look, he took all of the sum.
Et les gens qui ont vendu n'ont rien su.
And the people who bought,
Ils n'ont rien compris.
they did not understand
Peut-être que Dieu
anything.
même qui est devenu Alachi là-même.
Maybe it is God himself who became Alaji.
Dieu même qui est devenu Alachi même.
Maybe it is God who became Alaji.
Ce qu'un homme ne peut jamais te faire,
What a man cannot do to you,
Dieu lui peut te faire.
God can do it for you.
Si les gens parlaient de ton secret, je ne sais pas, et tu n'as aucune valeur, il faut s'accrocher à Dieu, que Dieu te donne une femme de respect, une femme qui garde, je vous assure, vous allez dépasser tout le monde.
If people speak about your secrets and say that you're not a man of value, pray that you get a wife who knows how to keep secrets, and you see that you'll surpass
Le
everyone.
monsieur dit sa femme là, quand il a accouché, c'est Israël, Amérique, Suisse, avec avion.
And the man, when his wife is about to give birth, it's either in Israel, America, with
Dieu
an
a mis
airplane.
la main dans tout ce qu'il fait.
And God put his hand on everything which he did.
Vous voyez comment Dieu fait des miracles.
Do you see how God does miracles?
Quand Naomi a conseillé Ruth,
As Naomi advised Ruth,
quand elle a obéi la voix de Ruth,
when she obeyed the voice of Ruth,
Boaz sur l'oreille de son mari.
Boaz, who was the king, became his husband.
Moabite, c'est là, une femme moabite qui peut devenir réaliste. Qui peut croire, qui peut accepter, qui peut croire que ce monsieur qui n'a plus rien, ni faire un franc, n'a bloqué tout, qui peut croire qu'il dépasse tout le monde un clin d'œil. Avec l'amour, le respect que sa femme a pour lui, et comment sa femme l'a considéré, elle a obéi, même si c'est pour la honte, et c'est que sa femme a supporté la honte qui est plus grande que ça pour lui.
Who can believe that, a Moabite to become a queen one day? In the same way that this man who did not have even a single franc, a single penny, any money, was broke, but became somebody great, became somebody powerful because of love, because of the respect, because of the consideration which his wife had for him.
Il y a des femmes, quand on la met dans leur famille, c'est elles qui divisent la famille.
There are certain wives, when they're taken into their household, they're the ones who divide the
Ils
household.
sont prêts à diviser la famille.
They're the ones who divide the family.
Chérie, fais attention avec ton petit frère. Sa femme a dit, c'est comme ça et puis les femmes sont divisées.
They go and say, dear, hey, be careful with your little brother because he said this, he said that, and in this way the families are divided.
Ils sont là pour couper la main, pour rejeter la main des gens, pour gagner son mari. Et toi aussi, tu n'auras rien, tu n'auras pas l'enfant, tu n'auras pas la paix, tu n'auras pas la joie. C'est comme ça que Dieu.
There are certain wives who are there in order to cut all the hands of aid everywhere. In the same way, you're not happy, you do not have any joy, you do not have any peace.
Il y a des hommes mongolais aussi, quoi.
There are also Mongol fishy men.
Comment il va te dire que c'est comme mon oncle qui est décédé?
It's like my uncle who died.
Mon oncle est venu me dire,
My uncle came to
il
tell
m'avait
me.
sorti le couteau. J'ai dit, tu vas avoir le couteau. Il dit, aujourd'hui, j'ai tué un douanier.
He showed his knife to me and I told him.
J'ai dit, douanier, c'est pas dit, je vais le tuer.
And I asked him, what are you going to do with this knife? He said,
Il
today
a
I'm going to kill.
comment un douanier est bandit comme ça, ma femme est partie aux frontières là, et elle a dit qu'elle n'a pas baissé pour fouiller ses bagages. Quand ma femme est baissée, directement elle a mis son pistolet dedans, boum, comme ça, ma femme, je vais aller le tuer.
And he said, how is it possible?
J'ai ri comme un bébé. Ah, ça c'est trop facile, les Ivoiriens disent c'est trop facile.
How is it possible that, my wife is at the airport, she wants to come out, and the person there asks him to bend down, and then when she bends down, my wife bends down, the person takes out his penis and then puts it inside, how can you do this? I'm going to go to kill him.
J'ai dit à mon oncle que les gens qui partent aux frontières là, ils sont nus, ils ne portent pas habillés.
And I asked,
C'est quelque chose que tu me dis ça.
and I asked my uncle, those people who go to the,
Ta femme là, quand elle est baissée, elle n'a pas baissé, elle n'a pas porté habillé.
those people who go to the border, do they not have any clothing? Do they not have any underwears?
Maman, grand frère, oncle, sois sage.
Uncle, be wise.
Comment tu réagis comme un bébé?
How are you reacting like a baby?
Comment tu vas pour tuer un douanier et puis il va prendre le bébé, tu vas le tuer?
How can you go in order to kill this suspect perfect?
Et tu dis, non, moi j'ai ce karaté, laisse ton karaté.
How can you kill this suspect, officer?
Laisse ton karaté.
Leave your karate behind.
Ce béninois là, t'as eu. Ce Béninois, elle t'a eu.
This Benin woman, she had you.
C'est quand les Béninois, ils ont des problèmes sérieux.
It's as if Benin people, they have problems,
On
serious
doit
problems.
vous amener au céleste, qu'on chicote un peu.
You need to be taken to the celestial cult in order to be hit, slapped very well.
Comment tu peux dire à mon oncle que tu as baissé et puis on a mis pissé le pas derrière? C'est quoi?
How is it possible that you can say, you bent down and, a penis was put inside of you?
Et puis, lui, la tête de Dieu, le donné que, tu connais mon mari, tu as un problème. Et puis, le donné, la lâché monter sa tête là. Il va, il revient. Il fait son bail, il vient seulement. J'ai dit, tu connais ce céleste, tu connais ce céleste. Et puis, j'ai dit, quoi? C'est trop facile.
How is it possible? That a customs officer, he takes his things and then put it inside, and then the woman, she's crying out, the wife, she's crying out, do you know my husband? Do you know my husband? When he catches you, do you know my husband? No, it is too easy.
J'ai dit, mon oncle.
I said, my uncle.
Je ne veux pas te dire la vérité.
The woman didn't know what to tell you the
C'est
truth.
lui-même qui a dansé là-bas.
It is yourself who danced there.
Et il voulait te dire que tu as tombé.
And she wanted to tell you,
C'est une information qu'il fallait te donner.
and she wanted to give you information.
Il voulait te dire qu'il fait depuis. Il fait la dictée depuis.
And she wanted to tell you that she does adultery since a long time ago.
Il fait la dictée depuis.
She's been doing adultery since a long time ago.
Comment tu peux croire c'est énigme-là comme ça et puis tu avales?
How can you believe in this enigma and then you swallow it?
C'est comédie.
It is, it is
Tu
comedy.
joues bien comédie.
Your wife is playing comedy very well.
Il dit, ah bon?
He said, really?
Il vient de te dire qu'un dernier couche avec moi pas aujourd'hui. Ah bon? Oui, c'est ce qu'il te dit.
What she's telling you is that, a customs officer has been sleeping with me not today, just a long time ago.
Peut-être le jour là, c'est lui-même qui a pris le bonbon, il a mis dans sa bouche, sucé jusqu'à, il n'y a plus rien à faire.
If God were to reveal, open your eyes, you yourself would see it was her herself who took the puppy,
Si on va te montrer
the candy and put it in her mouth.
Tu vas tomber vanille ici.
If you to show him these things, you'd pass away, you'd faint.
Et puis il a appelé sa femme.
And he called his wife.
Ah, le dernier là, ça fait comment? Il dit, je ne comprends pas son nom.
The customs officer, what is his name? Dear, I do not know his name.
Il dit, mais il a fait ça comment? Il dit, il a gros ventre. Le dernier, c'est une seule personne qui a gros ventre.
But the person, how is he like? He has a big stomach. This customs officer, is there only one of them who has big stomach?
Vous les hommes, soyez intelligents.
You men, be smart a little.
Moi, je suis ici.
I am here.
Ma femme ne peut jamais me parler de quelqu'un si je n'appelle pas la personne.
My wife cannot speak to me about something if I
J'appelle
have
la
not called the
personne
person.
devant lui, il va me dire même chose devant la personne.
I call the person before me and I hear if to see
Je vais
the
crier
story
pour
is the
que
same
tu m'as
thing.
dit.
I want to hear very well what I was going to say.
Oui,
Yes.
je vais écouter très bien.
I want to hear very well what he's going to
Je
say.
dis, oui, c'est ce que ma femme m'a dit que tu l'as fait.
You say yes is what, my wife told me you did to her.
Oui,
Yes.
il pense bien te dire qu'on m'a violé.
A person comes and says, she
Et
was
puis tu
raped.
crois qu'on l'a violé.
And you believe that she was
Tu
raped.
connais les yeux des femmes.
Do you know the
Quand
molesting
une
of
femme
the
te dit
rape
qu'on
of
l'a
wife?
violé, tu sais comment Dieu les femmes?
If a woman comes and says she was raped,
Violer
you know how
une
she's
femme
raped.
dans sa maison, dans ta maison, ton monsieur, dans ta maison, la femme amenée, homme dans sa maison, ils ont couché. Après, ils t'appellent pour te dire qu'on l'a violé.
Your wife takes a man outside, brings him back home, and then he sleeps with that person, and then afterwards calls you and says that she was raped. And you believe.
Et puis tu crois
And you believe
qu'on l'a violé vraiment.
that she was really raped.
Et puis il l'a amené à la justice.
And you want to bring him to the justice system.
Et depuis jusqu'au jour, il n'a pas allé à la justice.
Until you have not went
Soyez
there.
intelligent un peu.
Be smart a little.
Ne soyez pas mongol.
Do not be Mongol men.
Les hommes mongols là,
Fishy men.
ils ne réfléchissent pas.
They do not think, reflect.
Mon oncle devait devenir mongol et demi un peu.
My uncle would have become, a Mongol in the house.
J'ai dit, mon oncle, tu dis que tu as maîtrise, non?
But I fired him up, I hit him up, I said,
J'ai mon maîtrise, regarde, laisse le papier. Ça,
I said, my uncle, you have your master's, right? He said, I have a master's
ça,
right
c'est le
here.
papier.
Leave the paper.
Les gens qui ont créé l'école là, c'est eux-mêmes qui s'enrichissent.
And I said, that is only paper, leave it, because people who create
Vous allez
school,
voir tous
they
les
get
gens
rich
qui vont à
themselves.
l'école, c'est pour faire le temps à faire, regarde ce qu'on leur donne par mois.
Because when you see these people go to school, when they go to school, they finish everything. Look at what they're given at the end of every month, their wage.
Parce que si tu es premier, quand tu dis tu es premier, la personne se moque de toi parce que regarde, parce que tu as budget ça comme je vous salue Marie, plein de grâce, restauration, ma mère. C'est comme tu es devenu perroquet. Tu te moques de toi. Parce qu'on ne va pas t'apprendre comment tu vas devenir riche, tu vas devenir milliardaire. Parce qu'on va t'apprendre à étudier les histoires de quelqu'un qui l'a tué, combien, 60 millions. Et c'est ça que tu vas mettre dans ta tête. Et tu t'éduques intellectuel, tu connais l'histoire, tu connais la géographie. Avec géographie, tu vas aller aussi.
When you go to school, you say I'm always first because they teach you about stories about Hitler. They teach you about stories about other people, but they never teach you how to become rich and how to become wealthy. So being the first in school does not have really any value.
Quand une femme te parle que quelqu'un pour cette pilule-là.
When a woman speaks to you that she slept with somebody, call the person.
Si tu as le cœur pardonner ta femme, appelle la personne.
If you have the heart to forgive your wife, call that person.
Pourquoi dans tous les contrariats où à la justice et à la confrontation,
Reason why
on va vous mettre vous deux face à face, parler.
Reason why in our commission's place, there's always confrontation. You and the other person speaking with each other to see who's telling the truth. You're going to be observed. And questions are going to be asked to you.
C'est comme une femme qui m'a dit
Like a woman who told me
qu'elle est vierge.
that she is virgin.
Tu es vierge?
You're a virgin.
Quand on était dans le monde, j'ai dit, tu es vierge, oui.
When we were in the world, I asked her, are you virgin?
Très bon.
She said, yes, that is very good.
Est-ce que tu as une fois vu sperme?
But have you once seen sperm?
Elle a gardé silence pour 2 heures du temps.
She kept silence for about 1 hour.
Il dit, c'est comme le jour là, elle a laissé un Américain aussi là.
She said it's as if one day she went to an American person.
Il l'a refusé jusqu'à l'Américain l'a forcé. Et puis là, j'ai l'Américain, bah, revient sur lui, bah, il vient. C'est le jour là, il a vu le suspense sur lui. Il dit, ah bon. L'Américain, lui, bah, il vient. Et tu es vierge.
And she said that one day she went to the American's place. When she went to the place, she saw that the American was forcing her to have sex, forcing her to make love. She refused. And the American man was going up and down on her, going up and down on her. And it was on that day that she saw sperm.
Non, il y a une deuxième personne là, c'est un enfant de pasteur. Le jeu là, le garçon m'a tiré dans la douche, mais quand il m'a amené, il m'a déshabillé là, moi je suis épanoui. Je me suis dit, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ouais, je suis épanoui. C'est trop bon.
And then she says again, it's as if one day I saw a pastor's son. I saw a pastor's son. The pastor's son forced me into the washroom. It's as if she says again, I was taken by a pastor's son into the washroom. When I was taken there, the pastor's son forced me to take out my clothes. She stripped me of all my clothes, and then he was forcing me to have sex with him. And then all of a sudden, I fainted. I passed away, and I did not know anything which took place. You did not see anything which took place? No. Who else? A math professor also. A math professor also, he went and came back, but I'm still a virgin. I'm still a virgin. In your dreams, you're a virgin. And the day you're going to get married, it is the day I'm going to know a virgin because your husband is going to tell me the truth. And the day the man went to have sex, make love with the woman, and that is when she called the people and said, didn't you say that she was a virgin? And the person said, how would I know? It is for you to tell me. And he said, she's a virgin where? You do not think about your life.
Vous n'arrivez pas à passer de vos vies. Quand quelqu'un veut parler des gens, il a commencé pour lui d'abord. Quand quelqu'un vient parler de quelqu'un auprès de vous, dis-lui, parle-moi de toi d'abord. Je vais connaître toi.
When somebody wants to speak of somebody else, you need to ask them about themselves. I want to know about you.
Mais s'il a l'intelligence de cacher pour lui, pour parler de quelqu'un, c'est quelqu'un qui n'a pas un bon esprit.
But if they have the intelligence to hide for themselves and they speak about somebody else, it's somebody who does not have a good spirit.
C'est que l'esprit envieuse.
Meaning they have an envious spirit.
C'est pour diffamer quelqu'un.
It is to slander somebody.
Pour parler mal de quelqu'un.
To speak bad about somebody.
Pour faire quitter les gens qui sont autour de lui.
To make people abandon him.
Mais,
however,
tout en congé là.
Every weapons forged are nothing.
Sans effet.
Are nullified.
Sans effet.
Without effect.
Sans effet.
Or without effect.
Les gens soient intelligents.
Man, be smart, intelligent.
Soyez très intelligent.
Be very smart.
Comment possible?
How is it possible?
Comment possible?
How is it possible?
Les femmes
Women
qui qui ne gardent pas secret.
who do not keep a
Mais
secret.
ils arrivent à cacher leur vie, à cacher que là, ils cachent ça.
But they're able to keep their lives in
Quand tu
secret.
demandes que les femmes là, non, moi c'est des hommes seulement que j'ai connus. Là, quand je parle de deux hommes là, il faut voir 200 là-bas.
When you ask women,
Zéro là-bas, tu vas voir.
when you ask women about how many men they've slept with, if they say 2, know that it's not actually 2, but add 2 0 to it. 200 people.
Est-ce que c'est 80, même la personne, mais c'est sympa, c'est ça seulement qui est rempli. Est-ce que tu es rempli? Non, c'est bon.
When she says maybe it is 4.
Il faut voir, c'est 400 qui est là-bas.
When she says it is 4, even the fourth time, did the head even go inside? No, it did not go inside. When she tells you about 4, it's not 4, but it's actually 400.
Soyez intelligents.
Be smart.
Les hommes, soyez clément.
Man, be clever.
Ne soyez pas les hommes qui sont des soulards. Même les soulards, même là, quand ils boivent, ils disent que le problème est fini. Il n'a pas de pouvoir si le problème est fini.
Do not be like drunkards. Even drunkards, when they're drunk, they think their problems are done, but when they
Les
wake up,
soulards qui croient que quand ils boivent, là, le problème va finir là. Boire, il faut dormir un peu.
the drunkards just think when they drink, all the problems are gonna leave. Sleep a little, wake up, and you'll see
Le problème est là.
the problem is still there. It has not gone anywhere. That is the truth.
Là, c'est un concept les hommes.
It's an advice for men.
Vous prenez les femmes qui parlent.
You take women who speak.
Il appelle ta maman.
Every time she
Tu
calls
vas
her
jamais
mother,
l'interdire quelque chose.
you can never,
Jamais l'interdire. N'appelle pas ta maman, il va l'appeler.
prohibit
N'appelle pas
her.
ton papa, il va l'appeler.
You prohibit to call her mother or father, but she still calls.
Elle n'est pas loin du diable.
She's not far from the devil.
Les femmes sont belles avec leur beauté, il y a du diabolique là-bas.
Women are beautiful, but
Il y a
without
du
beauty,
diablo là-bas.
there is, the devil
Là,
there.
les hommes, soyez intelligents.
There, man, be smart.
Et toi, tu vas renvoyer ton frère de femme.
Are you gonna kick out your brother because of a woman?
Tu crois que si tu étais menuisier, tu coupais les bois pour voir, tu crois que c'est avec toi?
Do you think if you're a carpenter, she would be with you cutting up wood?
Si tes dents étaient noires comme charbon, tu crois qu'elle va faire avec toi?
Do you think if your teeth were black as charcoal, she would be with you?
Si ton visage est noir,
If your face is black,
tu crois qu'elle te dit que tu es beau?
do you think she's gonna tell you you're handsome?
Soyez intelligents.
Be smart a little.
Et aujourd'hui, je bénis Dieu.
And today I bless God.
L'expérience fait la différence.
Experience makes difference.
Et toi qui m'écoutes, quand tu écoutes ça, tu pratiques. Je t'assure, par la grâce de Dieu, tu seras meilleur.
And you listen to me when you hear it and you put it into practice, I assure you you'll be better.
C'est comme une foyer.
Like a household,
C'est tout le monde qui vient les voir avec leurs problèmes.
everyone comes there with their problems.
Et ils n'ont jamais les baissé quelqu'un, jamais dans leur vie.
They've never went to somebody else, never
Et
in
toute
their life.
la maison de toi, le sont venus écoute bien.
And all of the house, they came to
Nous
the house
voulons
to say,
savoir pourquoi vous ne courez jamais.
we want to know why you do not quarrel, dispute.
Vous n'amenez pas vos problèmes chez quelqu'un ici. Mais nous, aujourd'hui, nous voulons savoir pourquoi.
You never take your problems outwards, outside. We want to know why.
Et puis les gens disent non, non, si on se tiraille un peu.
And they said, we also get
Ils
into
disent c'est
disputes.
faux, il ne faut pas nous mentir, c'est faux.
We shoot against each other. And they said, it is false, don't lie to us, it is
Et
false.
je dis, le jour où vous attendez l'adoration,
The day you hear adoration,
si vous attendez des louanges,
if you hear praise,
si nous jouons la musique,
if you're playing music,
Naodi la télé,
Que ton cœur soit apaisé.
Naodi la télé,
Que ton cœur soit apaisé.
may your heart be at peace.
sinon dit papa, nous si, nao.
Le Dieu d'Israël, qui est le Dieu de la paix, qui donne la paix, il sait ce que tu as besoin.
Il dit le jour qu'on
God of
donne.
Israel is the God who gives peace. He knows what you need.
C'est le jour où papa et moi là, on se tiraille bien.
That is the day me and my wife, we
Mais
fight,
dans
we
notre
shoot against each other.
vous allez attendre dehors.
But in our shooting, it is praise which you're going to hear outside. That is our secret.
Il y a plus de foyers qui ne tiraillent jamais. Il y a pas.
There is no household which does not fight against each other.
Même les sous, même les sous tiraillent.
Even those who are,
Même les sous miens.
even those who are dumb and also cannot hear,
Ils te lancent.
they fight against each other. They take rocks and throw it at you.
Ils disent c'est impossible. Et les jours là, nous dansons. Et vous sortez en paix, vous riez. Et tu ris, là, je t'appelle conciliation.
And on that day we dance, and we come outside, we're laughing. Yes, that
Là,
is
dis-nous un
reconciliation.
peu ce qu'on dit, non, ça c'est notre vie privée. C'est ça, la vie. C'est les gens sages, ça.
And they ask him, tell us again, how you guys do it. And they said, no, that is our private life. Those are wise people.
Nous aussi, nos vies privées, on vient de vous dire. c'est vous qui venez le faire. Mais la Bible nous a dit, nous, on est la lumière de ce monde. Là, c'est nous qui est aimé. C'est toi qui comprends autrement. C'est ça la vie, ça gère ça.
And they said, hey, we come to you and tell you our secrets. And the one says, no, that is you, but us. That's how we are, because the Bible teaches us that we are the light of the world. And the others say, are you trying to say that we are of darkness? And they said, no, that is you who are thinking of that.
Mais bien aimé,
My beloved,
on va continuer.
we are going to continue.
Je vais aller un peu
I'm going to go
si quatrième partie.
to the fourth part.
Femme qui a beaucoup d'amis, hommes et femmes et des enfants, des vieilles, tout chinois, là, c'est lui ça.
A woman who has a lot of friends, whether it be men, women, children, Chinese people, she has a lot of friends.